Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Callie. I'm one of the IELTS teachers here at GLN, and today I'm going to give you some sample answers for some Speaking Part 2 questions. Now, when we're answering Speaking Part 2, two of the things we want to keep in mind are, one, in most cases, we want to tell a story, and we want things to be personal and specific, things that have only happened to us and in our lives. Describe a person you want to watch perform live. Now, this one is always a little bit trickier. We'll get to why afterwards. So, when thinking about a person that I want to watch perform live, this is actually a little bit hard. Not because I don't have a lot of things I like, but because I've seen a lot of live music. I've seen most of the people that I really want to. I've been very lucky in that respect. And usually when I think of performances, I usually do think of music. But there is someone I actually learned about recently that I would love to see perform, and is mostly in the United States. And since I don't live there anymore, that's very tricky. But this is actually not a musician. This is a comedian. There is a really new comedian, relatively new, past year or so, named Josh Johnson, who's an African-American who is incredibly funny. He's very talented. And one of the reasons I really want to see him perform live is that most comedians, they will create a set, right? They will create, they'll spend a lot of time writing a lot of jokes and refining them to create a set that they can then use again and again for their live performances. The thing that makes him unique is I have never seen a comedian who can write as quickly as he does, because so much of his comedy is based off of what is happening in the moment. So something will happen on Tuesday and he'll have jokes about it. He'll have it in his set on Thursday. And that is incredibly unusual. And as a writer myself, I know how hard that is. So he's someone who he always has new materials, always has new jokes, is just incredibly witty. And I would just love to see that in action live rather than just on the internet. Right? I just came across him the way most people did on YouTube and social media. But yeah, would be very excited to see that. Okay, so this one is honestly, in most cases, a little bit more difficult because we're talking about a person that we haven't met, right? Something we don't have experience with. And when we have to do that, it's often useful to rely on things that have happened in the past that explain why we want to see them, right? We still want to rely on memory, rely on things that have happened that help us explain why we want to see this person. But of course, again, this is harder because it's not a person we've met. We can't really describe them in the same way we can a person who we know in real life. And so you want to instead rely more on experience that you have, like either watching them or listening to them or whatever it is, and sort of tell stories about that.